And for some reason, that wasn't going to the... That wasn't even the mute button. I'm not counting that one. There we go. So CVPL versus Hammertime 2. It's a race to 17. A division matchup. Tom needs to just get by the 12. Working across to the 6. You usually have an angle on balls in the area that the 6 ball is, so that's perfect for shape on the 8. Now he can hit low left on this and just time it so that the cue ball's fairly slow when it hits the 6, just enough to knock the 6 in and roll back out to the center of the table. And I think he's okay. He's run up against the 9, but he's on the forward side, so it shouldn't be a factor. The 9 ball may move if the cue ball's resting on it, and the 9 ball would kind of lean in on the cue ball. Marty Copeman on the right table. All the pressure with that 8 ball hanging in the corner pocket. Fairly easy to kick to, jump to. You can make it from anywhere on the table. I believe that's Ross on the left table, trying to bank the 13. Get rid of that problem ball now. Needs to get that cue ball around the 6, and he does. It's going to come down table. Where's it going to land? Not in the greatest of places. We've got a lot of pool to play today. Some of the matches took some time yesterday. One for Hammertime on that right-hand table. Oh, I was going to center that, wasn't I? There we go. With the World Championships going on right now, you get a little spoiled watching them make every shot. Even as a player, you kind of expect yourself to play better, and then when you play your normal speed, it's a bit of a letdown. Ross just needs to keep a little bit of angle on this 9 ball. That's going to do it. If he can play 2 rails, come into the 8 for shape, that's a little bit safer, but it does bring that side pocket into play. But he hit it perfect. That's exactly how you're supposed to play that. And there it is. Hammer time up. Should be 2-0. Good morning. One of the referees walking by. Not working at the moment. The players are in control of the score. Not sure why they're not using it, but they'll get it figured out. It is early. 9 a.m. pool, right? I believe that's Paul Dryden on the left table. Oh, thank you, Mr. Doug Carr. Morning, everybody. Good to see you all here this morning. Just got the other laptop started so I could watch the chat on the stream. Little work to do with low ball there. You might have a little bit of time to work things out. That 9 ball's blocking the 1. I'm assuming he's low ball because when I look at the screen, he's in position to shoot the 6 or looking at the 6. Could be the other way around. He's going to take the 1 out right now. Hopefully that means he can get the 5 free. Not quite. It's going to be the 6 for sure now on that right-hand table. Morning, Dave. I think that's Paul on the left table. So, hammer time. Doing the work right now. Good hit from Paul. Didn't tie up his... Well, that 13 ball rolls in on the 4, but it still goes to the bottom right. I'm just going to go put that score pad a little closer to mid-table between the two teams so they can keep score. I don't think one of the teams knows it's there. Oh, nope, they just did it. There we go. Excellent. So this is the last day of the CCS 2023 British Columbia Pool Championships. I've got the wrong division on there. Let me change that. There you go. And even that description's wrong. That's the wrong game. Oh, man. There we go. I found it. I just have to get back there and change it. There we go. Okay. Stewart with a long 14 past the 12. He's going to take that 15 ball, breaks the 14 out. Nicely done. He's going to land perfect on the 12. I think he's got enough angle there to work back down table. If he lands on it right, 12, 14, 10, 8 to get CVPL on the board. And that's exactly the way it's going. Stewart finding his rhythm early. Exactly what CVPL needs. That's the Cowichan Valley Pool League. Gets him back within one. All the way around the table, but not quite where he wanted. He's got to figure something out with this 13, a way to play safe. I'm pretty sure he's shooting high ball, isn't he? Or is he low ball? I didn't see what he shot. I just saw the cue ball. Flicking my eyes from screen to screen. He may shoot the 13 onto the 6 and just try and tie up the 6-3. And leaving the cue ball over here. There's the overlay. Even the cue ball over here. Oh, he's going to send it around. Maybe get that 8 ball on the road to the 3. It's not going to do it, but gives Rob something else to think about. He's got the wrong angle off this 7 to go for the 4. Cue ball's coming this way. Again, slightly off. Would like to be like here as opposed to there, like just quarter inch, half inch. Just get a little straighter so that he can follow down. He should be able to miss the side pocket. This is going to be into the rail and out to play the 4 on the other side. Not bad, although the 13 might come into play here. He could draw it into the rail and back down after shooting this 4 on the side. Looks like he's hitting low on the cue ball. Tried to draw it all the way around the 3. A little bit of bottom right on there. Ross opening up that cluster at the same time that Paul's got a bit of a thin cut on the 12. Cue ball's going to have a little speed on it. Easier to control when it doesn't, but he's going to do fine. He had a large target zone and no obstacles. Just one objective: get by the 4, or don't stop behind the 4. Anywhere else would have worked. So that puts him up 3-2. Ross trying to regain that 2-game lead. Just going to come in behind the 9, I think. Just like that. Play the 9 on the side. So imperative, not just to get a look at the object ball you're playing, but to get on the right side. It's usually very narrow windows to play it exactly the way you want it to. Tempted to take the 13. Yeah, I think if you take the 13, draw back, try and get as straight as you can on that 10, and then you just have to roll forward past the 5. And he's got a little angle away from that corner pocket, so he's going to head towards the 5 here. He'll have a little bit of room if he goes into the end rail, but not too much. And just by the 5. Beautifully done. Good spread on that right-hand table. Stewart on the left table was hoping he could take the 6, but it looks like the 15's got just enough of that angle covered. He may have to hop over the 15, just the edge of the 15 to get at it. If he's using a full cue, this is a tough shot from there. Just trying to tidy something up in regards to my instant replay here. Oh, what a shot. Hope I got that one. Oh, it glitched, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I can pull that off the video later, now that I know where it is. Does Tony still have the 9 to the top right corner? The 2 ball will help him draw back for the 12, but if he's trying to get up for the 14 there, that's going to be a tough order. And it's a small target that he's got between the rail and the 4 for the 12. Oh, it's got a little too much speed. That was always going to be a tricky shot to judge the weight in. Simply because you're coming off the 2, so you don't know how much you're going to stun and exactly where you're going to hit the 2. All right, that's still the wrong data source. There we go. Tony going airborne. Not able to get up over the 4. That'll be ball in hand to his opponent. Hammertime still leads 5-3 though. Rob Bright coming to the table. Taking the 2 just because it's blocked by the 6 and doesn't have the pocket by the 8. Fewest options. Get rid of that ball. If he takes the 4, 6, and then he can work down for the 3, 5, 1, and then 7. He's electing to clean up the far end of the table first. That'll get it done. He's going to use the 6 to get on the 8. Doesn't want to be straight on that 5, so as you saw, he drew it back a little bit. $14 ball just drops, but Tony's not going to have an angle on this 12. He's going to have to play short side shape on that. Tough to get there. He's done not too bad, but might be a time to just roll up on the 8. You can try cutting it over. And it looks like that's where he's going to go with this. A little bit left of center. It's going to hang up over that corner pocket, but the cue ball is going to get almost to the rail. No, it's going to stop about a diamond off the rail. So Rob Wright's got cueing room to draw level. Oh, Comox Valley. Sorry, Dell. My poor vision. or attention to detail there. Missed that. I saw CV and it just immediately went to Couch and Valley. Comox Valley makes sense, especially since it's written on their shirt. Sorry, guys. Tony dropping the 8-ball. 6-4. Ross blocking almost everything on that. Sorry, that wasn't Ross. This is Ross coming to the table. I try and find reasonable excuses at least, Dave. I don't mind being corrected. I'd rather be corrected and then start getting it right than get it wrong the whole time. That's 7 balls drifting away. It was always going to be touchy. Marv Joe on the right table. I believe he's about to break. Hey, they're both on the island. Ross with a nice little kick there. His 5's still open, but now the 13-10 are a little funny. Rob Wright back to the table on table 2. From the Comox Valley Pool League. Serge trying to pin that cue ball in behind the 12 and the 11. Didn't quite get there, but a tiny bit more weight and Ross could be in huge trouble. Ross somewhere around here. Maybe a little bit before that, actually, towards the center of the table. Nope. I was right. See, that happens sometimes too, Dave. With that 13-10 being open, now's the time to go for the run out. He's got angle on the 9. He can move that cue ball anywhere he likes. The only thing I can't tell from here is whether that 11 goes by the 8 to the left. If it does, then your final pattern will be 12-11. If it doesn't, you might want to change that pattern. May take the 12 now and bump the 11 out just because the 10 is tight. Might not want to shoot that shot. He is going to take the 10. I think that's the right shot, especially if the 11 passes. Well, this might be interesting. Now, if that 11 is resting on the 8, it doesn't go to either corner. If it's frozen. You'll have to draw off this 12 with low left English, playing it soft just to bump the 11 ever so slightly. I'm not sure what Rob's plan is for that 15. Trying to cut the 11 in and knock the 12 towards the pocket. Trying to go up and down, miss the 14. I'm not sure that angle's there. Just going to play safe. Give him the 2, force him to play the 2 and break the 3 out. It's giving him what he wants. Basically daring him to run out now. I don't know if I'd dare Marv to run out a table very often. You'll probably come up on the short end of that more than you'd like. How is Ross going to get in on this 8? Oh, tried to... Oh, he needs it to stop. This could be a highlight reel. He's going to play this into the rail with a lot of left-hand spin. Good try. Good try. Marv can take the 1 and stay there for the 4. Basically draw the cue ball right back to where it is almost. Maybe a little further. If he gets to here, oof, that's ideal. Then he can draw over or move over for the 3. Many more ways than one to skin a cat. This looks like it's going to be a neck and neck race all the way to the end. Marv getting the perfect angle on this 4 to the side to roll up just a little bit. Knock the 8 down and notch their 7th game. Because it looked like Serge is going to notch the 6th game for the CVPL. Marv runs it out. Race to 17 in the A division. Getting close to the halfway mark. Good break, but is anything going to go down? Everything actually kind of reclustered together. I'll be back in a second. One moment. Mr. Buddha Saint on the right table. Got a few clusters in there to work out. May be able to make something happen right here. I think he's going for the 14, trying to squeeze it past the 2, but it might be a tall order. Got it to go, but not quite the result he wanted, I think. Although if he's got that 9 in the side, this is going to be a decent start on this table. It was pretty clustered before. Nicely done, and now he's on the 15. Figuring out your last ball for the 8, though, that's not going to be an easy one. Most likely this is going to be your target area, somewhere in there. Play it to the side. Twelve ball is going to be a little bit of a tricky ball too. If he can roll forward on the 10, he'll have a decent position on the 11 to move down there, but Oh, I see. I see. He can stop right there on the 10 to take the 13. That opens up options for the 12. It drifted a little bit left. That might have been too much. He's got the 11 if the 13 isn't there, but you'd like to take that 13 first. Stewart on the left table, meanwhile. He must be low ball. I think he's looking to see whether that 7 goes. Oh, Marty. Just missing that ball, trying to get perfect on the 12, or good enough on the 12 that he can drift over for the 11. It's going to bring Paul to the table. Paul plays pretty well, so getting out here shouldn't be a surprise. Is he playing the 6 off the rail off the 13 and in? Yes, he is. There's a nice little shot. Here shouldn't be a surprise. Is he playing the 6 off the rail off the 13 and in? Yes, he is. There we go. Stu taking his time. It's always important. You have to have a plan. Even if it's a loose plan. Even if the plan only goes 2 or 3 balls down the rail or down the way. Start there. Just plan the next 3. And then if you miss your shape, you got to plan the next 3. Some of these guys can step up and plan all 8 on an 8-ball table. Well, that's a nice little safety. Stewart with a black heart to leave a guy like that. I love it. Ross trying to go 2 rails. He's got no room to cue this into the 7. Ball in hand. I thought he might have gone, into this rail with some spin to get over for that cluster of high balls there, but evil little safety. Love it. There's just something so satisfying about hitting a shot exactly the way you want and having the exact result that you want. Paul gonna get safe in there. He's left the 12, but that 12 isn't gonna be very easy. Oh, Stu just rubbing that side rail before the 7 got into the jaws of that pocket. Causes it to hang up. Sometimes you can get the speed where it'll just gently fall in, but not quite there that time. Marty with a nice shot on the 12. He's giving himself a good chance to get out now. He's going to try and draw off this 11, but he's going to try and kill it. And he's done a great job. Every inch that cue ball rolls gets closer to that 4 and makes this harder. Meanwhile, Ross with the opportunity he wanted. Needs to make the most of it to break this deadlock. Playing the 13 with the cue ball going off the bottom rail and back out. Or is he drawing it out? I think he's drawing back. No, he did go forward. He needed to go past the 12. He may end up playing the 12-14 combination. If he plays it with topspin, the cue ball should go past the 2. The problem is I think that weight that he's going to have to play that at is going to send that 12 ball back up table. It's going to come off the 14, hit the end rail, and come back this way. Might go in, actually. Oh, it had room past the 14 in the side. Couldn't tell from here. Nicely done. Three rails around for perfect shape on the 8. For the 8th game. In the heart. Hammertime back in the lead. Paul on the 2. He's hampered a little bit by being on the rail. You want to be at least like 6 inches off the rail or have 6 inches of clear space behind the cue ball. And that way you've got a decent chance of cueing anywhere you want on the ball. The moment you limit where you can cue the cue ball is the moment you limit your movement of it.
One more result.
Oh, what do you finish?
Fifth.
World Championships going today. I'm not sure when they're back. I'm not sure who's left. I think it's Mohammed Sufi and Mario He, but I think FSR is still in there. Just double checking to see who's left.
Everybody but the losers.
Another pearl of wisdom from Dave Clark. The only people left in the World Championship are the people that didn't lose. So it is going to be FSR and Mohammed Sufi. And it's going on right now with Sufi leading 2-1 over FSR. And of course, that's not going to be on Matchroom. Well, that'll be on Matchroom Live, but you got to subscribe to that. On DAZN in the States. Not sure why it wasn't on Canada here this time. Paul just needs to drift a little bit to the right, but he was too straight, so drew it back a little bit. Did go to the right a tiny bit. Best he could do. Trying to get up 10-7. Oh, and that's well struck. Holds the cue ball nicely. Maybe I just haven't noticed it before, but I see a lot of people playing a lot softer these days and holding the cue ball rather than running it around. Is that just something that's just creeping into my awareness, or is it something that's becoming generally more popular? Thank you for the update, Rob. You watching via VPN? (10-7) Hammertime leading Paul up again on table 2. Marty Copeman on the right table. Paul would have been better off, I think, to be further off the rail here to play the in-off. I don't believe that one ball's there now. Now he's going to have to try for the 3. Paul just going to play safe here. Don't blame him. This is a touchy little shot, though. Oh, and he gets the rail. Just barely. There we go. Cord, good morning. Oh, thanks, Mike. Sorry, I was busy. Marty just missing that 11. Tony's got a bit of an issue with those three in the center of the table. Can sometimes be finicky. 6 and 2 are okay. Just got to get in the right spot to get over there for the 4. Not sure how he's going to do it. He'll start with the 5. I think he wants to start with the 7. But you're reaching 3/4 of the way down the table up over the 8 ball. I think I'd change that direction. Off the 3 come 2 rails, or are going to come just 1 rail past the 8? 1 rail past the 8. That's all right for the 6. He's going to drift a little bit to the on the screen. It's going to be a little bit to the left off this 6 to take the 2 in the side. He's coming over to check and see if that 4 goes to the corner. Not sure if it does. But if he's straight on the 2, he can just draw back for the 4. But if he's over here on the 2, he can come back 1 rail and use a little bit of left-hand spin to check that cue ball. He may elect to go into the rail on this one, which is what it looks like he's doing, trying to keep that cue ball straighter. And if that 4 goes past the 8 on to the left, then he's looking pretty good here. Paul kicking at the 2.
And the rest of the way.
Still gets the rail.
Went to the first short. Other one shirt that I gotta have, and I wasn't make it a better price you can. I'm here because they
2 ball inside. It's a little far away to just roll into it. Oh, he elected to drop back. So the 4 ball didn't go by the 8 on the left. And he's actually perfectly positioned. He can just stun this cue ball, drift it a little left, and play the 8 in the same pocket. Ball in hand to Paul on table 1. If the 5-6 goes, that's an option, but I'm not sure that the 5 is going to come out from between the 15 and the 10. You may elect to play the 2 ball in off the 10 with enough force to push the 5 and 6 out, but you're relying a little bit on luck there. FSR 3-2. Mohamed Sufi doesn't take a lot of time at the table, does he? This is my first time watching our first chance to watch this week. Just keeping up with the World Championships here a little bit. Paul trying to play the 10 ball and just play a leave. Might not be exactly where he wanted the cue ball. Might have been hoping to plant that cue ball right up on the back side of the 2. It looks like he's got the 9. Tom Joyce on the right-hand table. His opponent broke dry, so Tom getting the first crack at it. 3 ball to the bottom left corner. He'll come back across for the 1. The 1 will set him up for the 2. From there, he can drift down. Take the 5 or the 4, depending on what he likes to land on or what he lands on. Oh, he may take the 2 now. Probably a little easier to get down table from the 1 if you're a tiny bit out of position. You'd like to use the 4 or the 5 to get your position on the 8. It just keeps that cue ball in that zone. I suspect Tom will draw off that 8 right down into here. That's where he's looking. It's gone a little far. 7 ball's the rescue ball, though. Play the 7, come up in here. There you go. If you go too far, you can play the 4 and over. If he didn't go far enough, he had the 5 in that top right corner. That looks like it's got the right speed. It's slowing down. That seemed to die off the rail. It's all right. He'll still play the 5 in that top left corner. Kill the cue ball with the 9. I thought he was going to draw into the 9 to kill the cue ball, but he powered through it, went right across the table. He's still okay on the 8. It's a little bit thinner than he might like. I'm not sure if he indicated the side or the corner. I think it's the side. Off the near horn, but he's put the cue ball on the rail, or very nearly on the rail at the top of the table. That's going to pose some difficulties. Surge not getting the 12, and he's left a combination 2-5. Whatever Paul does, he doesn't want to hit the 2 into the left side of the 5 and push the 2 in on this 6-15. He could get lucky and have this 2 rest on the 6 and be straight in. But he hit that perfect. Now, can he actually pick the 6 out of there? It looks really tight to the 15, but it does look like there's room. Again, same sort of thing. Just slowly roll it in. Just a hair left or a little bit of bottom. Hits it well. A little tricky to get the cue ball up high enough on the table after this too, because the 15's in the road. You got to come fairly close to the 15. Nice little safety on the right table. It's going to bring Tom up for a kick or a jump. And Paul getting the 13th rack for Hammertime. CVPL was keeping it close until 7-7, and then Hammertime's won the last 6 in a row, I guess. Yeah. Tough go. They need to turn it around, stop the bleeding, get back into it. Is that his jump cue that he's got there? Not sure. Looks like it. And I think he just indicated the side pocket. Oh. Oh. Tom almost makes the 8 in the side. Does scratch with the cue ball in the corner. And then just about puts that 8 ball back in the side. Nice little nudge. You see how he nudged the 15? Just didn't hit it hard, but put it right over the hole. It was much harder to make 2 seconds ago. Cinderella story continues at the World Championships. Mohammed Sufi leading 4-3 in this race to 13. Available on Matchroom Live. Sorry, a subscription to Kickin' Billiards isn't going to get you the World Championships. CVPL gets 1 back. Now trails 13-8. 2 more matches. 2 more games should start right away. They're probably waiting for one of the players to finish. Certainly does. When you're ahead, you can loosen up a little bit, play a little bit more free. Paul and Serge breaking in these 2 racks. Hammertime only needs 4 more. CVPL has some work to do. Racks number 22 and 23. Love long races. World Championships should be a race to 17. But then again, I'm one of the guys that loves those long races. Like 3-day race to 120 or 4-day race to 120. Ball down. High ball's gathering on that side rail. I think you might want to avoid the high ball. Although the 10 ball's trapping some of those low balls up. Surge leaning into the break. My next streamed match today, Mike, they haven't told me. They give me like 5 minutes notice. I'm pretty sure it will be, well, I don't know, but I think it's going to be another A-side match or an A-division match. There's just not enough time to put, you know, a couple of C, a couple of B, and then a couple of A-division matches on because they take so long. We may see if we can get a B division match on next and then come back to probably the A division A side final, maybe. That's what I'm going to ask for. Yeah, no, I don't move my cameras. They stay there. I know if you look at the distribution. Yeah, if you look at CompuSport and it says the table on there, that's not always what they put on there. Sometimes they move that around. So if you look at the screen, it should be the Metro Tag guys versus the winner of Sticks and Stones and Alberta Beef. That's in half an hour. I don't know that they're going to be done in half an hour unless Hammertime puts it away. If it goes hill at a race to 17, even with 2 tables, it seems to be about a 3-hour match. I see that, Mike. Yeah, I know that the program auto populates and they can move it around. So just because it says it's going to be 21-22, isn't 100% sure that that's what's going to be on, but could be. Paul did avoid taking high ball. Now that I'm back to the screens. Tony gonna run forward and push this 3 away from the 8. Make that a little bit more free. Oh, tried to. Didn't work. Paul rolling in that ball nicely to the side pocket. When they're that sharp of an angle, you don't really get to power up and move the cue ball around a lot. He's got to watch that too. He's going to hit the 9 from that angle, so he doesn't like it. He can't control it, so he's going to try and take the 4 and get a little bit better position on it. Double checking to see that the 8 goes by the 15. Never assume, man. Get up, walk over there, take a look. I don't know how many times I thought a ball went and I play position for there and I actually get down to look at it and there's not enough room. Surge. Or sorry. I think that's Surge, isn't it? Oh, Paul hit that beautifully. Great weight control. He's got a little bit of angle into the rail, so he may elect to go forward 2 rails and come out for this 8 rather than trying to just draw straight back. I don't think that angle is there. So he'll hit high on the cue ball. Probably about 12-15. Oh, no, he is going to draw it back. I think this is touchy, but I can't tell the exact angle. Oh, of course. He's not going to draw back. He'll just keep it simple. Something I need to learn to do. The final of the World Pool Championship is being played right now. On Matchroom Live. Sufi leads 4-3, but FSR's at the table with just the 8 and 9 left. They're opposite corners of the table, so anything can happen. Yeah, he's rolling the ball nicely. Getting Hammertime to... Wait a minute. They're supposed to be at 14 now, right? Within 3. There it is. Sufi's... It's just a Cinderella story of the World Pool Championships, man. Apparently he's not even a full-time player. He's got a full-time job. I love the sidearm stroke. A little bit of sidearm, a little bit of a curled wrist in there. Not textbook. But finding his groove and finding his absolute top gear at the right time. Playing in one of those zones where you break, the balls haven't stopped moving, and you already know you're out. This month he played 10 hours a day for 30 days. Sweet jumping. Wow. You got to worry about burnout at that pace. I read somewhere that he had a full-time job, so maybe he took a leave of absence to prepare for the World Championships. I don't know. Maybe he is a full-time player, and the information I read was incorrect. You never know. I didn't have time to verify it. $15-9. Hammer time. Edging closer. Oh, they've just corrected the score and they're on the hill now? Oh, of course, Mike. I'm not knocking them at all. Wow. How can you not root for them, right? I mean, I'm a huge fan of FSR as well, but it's the underdog, man. Regardless, coming in second place, one of these sponsors or manufacturers is going to be calling them. Oh, they could be playing 3 tables. I can't see. I've only got the 2. Although, I could do... Oh, it does look like they're playing on that 3rd table. You're right, they're playing. That's why I'm missing some games, and that's why it's going so fast, is because they're playing on 3 tables. That's Stu and Marv playing on table 3. I just thought they were forgetting to mark the score every once in a while and having to move over and add it up. So they're on the hill.
No, she's not leaving the truck. Sorry about that, Peter.
Tony playing safe on the 13. Just going to try and roll this cue ball onto the 7. Stu on the table on table 3. Playing the 9, breaking the 10 out. Wouldn't mind bumping the 8 a little bit. They're not going to put somebody on that second table. Excuse me. So we can kind of see what's going on there. He doesn't even have a Farco. That's awesome. Oh, David, I don't mind if those guys want to play on 3 tables. Give her. I can, you know, on the last day of any tournament, it almost always runs late. We're a little bit ahead because they started the A division yesterday, but that time can get eaten up so quick. Tony dropping that cue ball in behind the 7 again. Marv up there on the 3rd table. The cat and mouse game begins. On the hill, no one's taking a chance. Or trying to limit the opportunities of your opponent for sure. Tony's going to try and draw off this 14 or stun into the rail and spin into it to break the 13 out. And he almost got there. Well, you can give up ball in hand and just push that 3 onto the 8, but that doesn't help you out. It does make him break out 2 different balls, though. If you try going up and down, you could break out the 2. Meanwhile, Marv looks like he's on the 8 for the win. Side pocket looks big from there, but it really isn't. There it is. That's the 17th game. The match is over. Well done, folks. Thanks to the sponsors, Raid, Q's by Falcon, Cap Billiards, and Rose Cantor, the tournament organizer. Brad Haydu for the posters, and Ted Harms over at CCS. This has been another match in the 2023 British Columbia Pool Championships on the A Division final bracket. I'm Colin Shield, your host with Kickin' Billiards. We'll be back soon.